In this series of videos we will be looking at projects which bridge the gap between crafting and larger scale creations. Today we will be looking at the techniques required to laminate into a multi-part hollow mold using AC100. Everything I say has been written and reviewed by the team at Jesmonite. They have chosen to use me, an AI bot, as I can aid translation, making these videos widely available to our audiences around the world, and for ease of editing. Here we are going to make a gorilla using AC100. We have partnered up with Madix of Madix Mold Makers to create this piece. For the sake of this video, we will presume you have a good understanding of working with Jesmonite products and basic mixing and casting techniques. First, ensure you have a clean, dry mold. Mix your gel coat, and then ensure you sieve it, to get the best possible surface finish. Apply the gel coat, working it thoroughly into the mold, making sure you get an even cover over the full surface. For best results, we advise you use a new brush. Once you have covered the whole mold, tap and knock the mold to release any bubbles and ensure an even coverage. Once the gel coat has lost its shine, you are ready to apply the Jesmonite quad-axial mesh. This is done by first wetting the area thoroughly with Jesmonite and then laying the pre-cut mesh onto the surface. Then, gently brush over the mesh, so it adheres to the surface. Please note, that it is important that you do not damage the original gel coat, as this will affect the final finish. We would advise using a very soft brush. When the first layer of Jesmonite quad-axial matting has lost its shine, it is time to apply the Jesmonite glass fiber strand mix. Ensure the mix is of a consistency that it can be easily spread, but will also stick up the sides of the mold. Jesmonite's Thixotrope can be used to aid this process. Apply evenly across the surface using a brush to ensure a consistent thickness. Once touch dry, wet out the whole surface with Jesmonite AC100 using a brush. As soon as you have finished wetting out, apply the final layer of Jesmonite quad-axial matting, using the same technique as the first layer. Repeat this process for the other half of the mold and allow to dry. Once dry, fix the two halves of the mold together. Then, using 2-inch strips of mesh, laminate over the join in order to fix the two halves together. Repeat this process a second time for a strong bond. Once everything is fully cured, it is time to demold. Remove the outer casing first, and then steadily peel off the silicone mold. Tidy up the edges by removing any excess AC100. Special thanks to Madix of Madix Mold Makers for this collaboration. The laminating methodology recap. Brush in and spread your base and first coat. Allow the first layer to become touch dry and repeat if required. Wet with mix and apply quad-axial glass fabric into touch dry coat. Optionally repeat process to further reinforce. Optionally, create chopped strand reinforced pre-mix and apply for further stability. Finally, pour sufficient product into your mold to meet your desired level. Leave, then demold. A good gel coat evenly applied will avoid quad-axial mesh or chopped strand showing on the surface of the final piece.